Well, today it's the launch of the 25th annual Mental Health Awareness Weeks, which is a Nottingham-based initiative where we celebrate mental health, try to reduce stigma and try to promote positive mental health.
When you walk into that sports hall, you see an absolute plethora of different events, different stalls out there. Just give us a taste of what's out there.
So today we've got people from all sorts of backgrounds. We've got poetry workshops, we've got Indian music workshops, we have people who specialise in talking therapies, people from self-help groups. So the idea is to bring the whole mental health community together so that people can find out what's going on in Nottingham and try and support each other.
Well, I've been here about 18 months now. I come with a mental health background, so I'm involved with the mental health projects and provide some kind of more specialist mental health support to those projects, to the development of those projects and to the ongoing operation of them. So part of my role is providing some support to the participants who might need that support, but also supporting the coaches in the delivery of the projects, really.
As somebody who clearly knows a lot about mental health, how important is it, do you think, that organisations like FITC treat the issues surrounding it so seriously?
Well, I think it's fundamental, it's really important. I mean, mental health is, as over the years people have started to recognise mental health much more, so awareness of mental health has grown. But there's still groups and communities that are quite difficult to reach, and Notts County Football in the community and using the Notts County badge provides an inroad to engaging with some people around talking about mental health issues, dispelling the stigma that's attached to mental health, and that's really important so that people can seek help and get the support that they need.
I met Ian Richardson. I didn't know he used to be a manager and Notts and stuff, but he's doing some great work here, like to raise awareness but also help people. I think I've met a couple of people now, just played badminton for a little bit there with a few lads, and they're just doing good stuff, so it's all really good, yeah.
You're keen to speak out about these sort of issues, aren't you? We heard you on TalkSport, fantastic interview there. What is it that makes you want to actually be on the front foot with things like this rather than just trying to forget about, the issues you experienced?
I just think before I suffered, I was 23 and never had a care in the world before, and then all of a sudden, I've got a mental health issue which beforehand I'd never known anything about really. Most people have heard of depression. I don't think they've heard of much else, and he brushed that under the carpet a little bit, and I just realised that, when I went through it, a lot of people, you don't realise how hard it is to come out the other end. I think I just want to make people realise that you can go through it and struggle for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it might be, and you still be happy and not have to go to the extremes that I nearly went to, and it's just massive for me to help other people now really, and in every aspect. Mostly for me it's the one I struggle with, because I think a lot of people struggle with without knowing. But just doing my bit really to help, as much as I can, and come to a place like this and show, and just make someone smile. If I can do that, then that'll make me happy.
Following your radio interview, which went pretty much viral really in terms of mental health sort of content on the day, a lot of people coming out and saying thank you for speaking out, thank you for having the courage to do that, you've made me feel better, or you've made me feel in a position where I can talk about it myself. Is that what pleases you the most, do you think? Obviously you acknowledge that people are going through some really tough times, but by you speaking on that radio show, you've potentially made a huge amount of difference to a lot of people.
Yeah, honestly, it's massive, like I said to you, because when I was going through it, I hadn't really heard of anyone who obviously I've heard people who've struggled, and every time I read a story about someone else, it made me feel a little bit better. I think the hardest thing is for other people to be able to speak out about it, because it's very embarrassing. When you're in it, it's very embarrassing before you realise what it is and you learn about it. But yeah, that's why I'm doing it more than anything, because it could potentially save a life. So, but yeah, that's I came out quite a while ago, but only through my own Facebook and stuff, and just since that I had people, countless people saying they wanted to meet me just to speak, confidentially and just have a chat about what they were going through, and they said, like, by me coming out and doing that they'd felt a lot better, and that's literally probably the most important thing for me out of it all, and just helping people now as much as I can.
And is this something that you want to take on more, do you think, as you maybe get older, a bit more experience, is this something you want to get involved in more?
Yeah, because I'm quite passionate about it, and I think it's something that I believe anyway, only in the last 3 to 5 years that there's been real development made on it, and like I said on the radio, World Mental Health Day 4 years ago, you know, whether it's that because my eyes weren't open to it or not, but I didn't see anything of that on my timeline on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it might be. I didn't see anything on it, and now every single person on my social media was writing about it, or, you know, trying to help raise awareness on it. And I think that's something that we've come to a time now where we're making great steps, and, you know, by 5 years' time, hopefully it can be seen as something that isn't so big and not a big deal, and everyone suffers at some point in their life, so why not?
How much does it mean to you that the football and the community department of the club that you play for takes this so seriously and has events like this?
Yeah, it's massive, especially I think people don't realise what difference a football can make just by it being to do with a football club. It's made a lot more interesting. People want to be involved in it more, and for me, when I was at Crewe maybe and Shrewsbury, I didn't see anything like this happening, and you know, no disrespect to them two clubs, but since I've come here, I got told when I came it was one of the best clubs for this, and yeah, it's massive. I think the more we can do, the better.